we're gonna play a little thought experiment, you and I. I want you to imagine that you are perched up along this beautiful shore in an amazing condo, cottage, boathouse, or whatever, okay? It's a luxury condo. You've got it's fully furnished. It's gorgeous. It's like a big bay view windows. You got the amazing view in the background. You got your whips in the lot. You've got everything that anything you would ever want in this luxury boathouse condo. It's there. It's fantastic, okay? It's literally straight out of like a magazine. Gorgeous, okay? But here's the but. The people that are in this home with you are a little cuckoo, okay? I want you to imagine you're living with a woman, for example, hypothetically. She's taking advantage of you. She's just using you for your money, okay? And your boys, your close friends, they just use you for your clout. They're using you for your money as well. They're back talking you, all right? Let's say you're not that really deep connected with your family. What are you left with, okay? Yeah, this beautiful luxury home. Oh, it's amazing. It's everything I ever wanted. People will think I'm cool, but there's no love in that home. You don't have peace of mind. No, rather the opposite, right? You're getting in arguments with your wife. It's such a toxic relationship. You don't have peace in your home. There's no respect in your home. God forbid she's stepping out, right? She's cheating on you. You got kids, your whole marriage is falling apart. Beautiful home, beautiful. 3 cars, BMW. Failing marriage. You know how many rich people who have marital problems? Just because you are, super financially set does not mean you are exempt from a lot of the human problems, especially mental problems. That beautiful luxury condo, it's only as good as the people that house it. That's just the reality. That car that you got, the house, no matter what it looks like, the quality of that home is dependent on the people. The people, okay? When you understand that, and then you pair that with maximized finance, you get like heaven, right? Then you can have this jungle side, beautiful cottage home, and you have a beautiful wife with you and your kids or whatever. It's just you and your boys, and there's respect, there's harmony, there's unity, there's love, there's all that goodness. It's wholesome, it's fulfilling. That is what you want. But the problem is, how do we find these people, okay? How do you attract high quality people into your life? It doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. It does not matter. Many of us, we've gone through school. If you're like me, I fell into the problem of getting so addicted to video games, Skyping up with my boys and we're playing MMORPGs and we're just clocking in the hours in Halo 3 that we didn't really spend time like relating with people, talking to people, meeting people and shit. If you got lucky, maybe you got your high school buddies or people you've met through work, but like, how do you go beyond that, Like, how do we push beyond luck? Or rather, how do we utilize luck, right? How do we utilize it? Everyone gets lucky. Luck is fucking everywhere. But luck is only as good as the person who takes advantage of it. So today I wanna help you understand, like, you might be thinking about, oh, there's no high quality people around me. And if you really believe that, your world has been shrunken down so small that you can't even perceive. I can tell you all this cool stuff, but you can't even perceive the opportunities and the amazing people that you could go and meet, that are in your city, that are here, that you can befriend and start building these win-win, super beautiful, wholesome, amazing relationships that ultimately build you. Guys, as much as we talk about lone wolf and learning how to just accept the solitude, you must learn how to build powerful, good, positive, masculine relationships, as well as with women, but especially your boys. You got to learn how to dial that down. And if 10% of that, even a little bit of you is like, fuck, I'm not content with that, I'm not happy with it, it's gonna like affect your life in ways you cannot imagine, right? You've heard the cliche saying, you're the average of the 5, blah, 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 blah. You understand, okay? You understand that it's very important. You have to pick your friends wisely, and often, Your success in life will be dependent on the people around you. Humans, we're tribal, okay? Community, that's very important. We're not designed to be isolated and stuff. That's why we have so much mental illness and mental health problems. We're not designed for this kind of living. You understand how much value can be reaped out of your life. And here's a little story, for example. We've been, going out recently, going to bars and whatnot, kind of like a Caravana outdoor bar and shit, just filming and working and having a blast, meeting random people, doing crazy stuff, like just befriending people. Things are opening up. Today I'm going to be helping you find those ambitious, intellectually stimulated people who are really driven. You're looking for friends who are into entrepreneurship, looking for friends who want something more out of life, who aren't super pathetic. Okay, not about finding perfect people, but not scrub, victim, toxic people, okay? People who you aspire to be, how do you get them in your circle, right? So much of my life satisfaction has came from my relationships. Absolutely. A lot of the business success you're gonna get out of life is going to come from your ability to develop relationships. A lot of the projects and great things that you're going to do, it's going to come from the ability to develop, nurture, and keep those amazing, high-quality people. We're talking about reboot, quitting a bad habit. Imagine being around people who are already living the life you want. Imagine living with me. What the hell do you think is going to happen to you? You think you're going to spend more time fapping? Put 2 and 2 together, right? So it's so important. It's super important. But where do you start? Okay, how does this all work? There's a lot of nerves, right? A lot of anxiety when it comes to like socializing and meeting new people, especially people who you aspire to be. You're kind of intimidated. So the analogy I'd like to give you here is you are the soil and people are the crops, okay? People are the seeds, right? Now the crop and the seed is only as good as its soil, because if the soil is toxic and crappy and not nutritious and acidic and whatever, right? Nothing's gonna grow. We need to talk about you. When we think about relationships, it starts with you. Optimizing your soil, right? Getting the toxins out of your mind, right? So what are these toxins? What is the plaque that we have to get out of the way? It's doubt. At its core, if we want to turn this into a 3-hour video, we could talk about a host of things, but to keep this concise and simple, it's just doubt. Right? Oh, we're outside, we're filming, there's people around us, all awesome people around us. Doubt is the thing that comes in your mind. It's like, oh, I should be careful with what I'm saying. People are judging me, they think I'm dumb. Is what I'm saying good enough? Am I coming off obnoxious? Doubt is the devil, okay? Doubt is the devil. It destroys your creativity. It destroys that joy and that child within that just wants to put his arms out and share himself with the world. Doubt crushes that. So when I was younger, and I was first getting the gears going and befriending people, I was stuck in doubt. I was stuck in fear, analysis paralysis, right? So doubt manifests on one spectrum, fear. This is where you get paralyzed and you don't even want to go out. You don't even want to put yourself out there because you're just so scared. What are people going to think of me? I'm not good enough. I got too much flab. I don't have enough paper clips up my ass. 1,000 excuses. It doesn't matter. It can be a million excuses. I didn't clock in enough time into WOW. I didn't get into my 3rd coffee in. Blah, blah, blah. Doubt on the fear side, it paralyzes you. But doubt also manifests on a very extreme side where it becomes solipsism, selfishness, narcissism, egomania, where you are in such a state of craving validation and craving love from other people and craving attention that you kind of become that dude that doesn't know how to shut up. You become that dude who all he does is just, I need the attention on me. I need the spotlight. I need the attention. I need everyone to validate me. I'm cool. People are talking about business. Yeah, I did this thing. I made this money. I did the. It's always you. Okay, I gotta get as drunk as possible. I can't like be myself unless I'm super drunk. I need to have I can't go out unless I'm wearing like the, you're just on a very, it's still doubt because it's like you don't really love yourself. You don't really accept yourself. You're searching. You're putting your self-love on other people. And putting that as the condition instead of just being like, no, it's okay. I can be myself. I can be cool. I don't need to be so, such an addict for validation from others like it's cocaine and your happiness and fulfillment's dependent on it. There's nothing wrong with enjoying validation. It's totally fine. But that ego like mania, you know when you're around people who are like that, you just don't want to be around them. You're just like, dude, this guy is just, everything that comes out of his mouth is just a fucking annoying. Like, just shut up. Like, that's what you want to tell them, right? You're nice. You're a nice guy. You're not going to say that. But in the back of your mind, you want to put duct tape on that guy's mouth. How is that person going to develop any healthy relationships? He's not. And he might seem charismatic. This is the catch. And this is why a lot of people, they kind of look up to these narcissists. They might seem charismatic, but it will always blow up in their face later. Always blows up in their face later, whether that's a toxic relationship with a girl, whether that's like getting in guys hating him, beating the crap out of him, getting himself into trouble. One way or another, it ends in destruction. Don't be fooled by what you see in the short term, the glamour, the guy in the nightclub, blah, blah, blah. That's Shigazi, that's just glitter. It's just transient. On one aspect, you're so inactive, you have to rev up your engine. You have to step into courage and get out of fear. On the other aspect, you're so into your ego, you're so like braggadocious and stubborn and arrogant. You have to rev the engine down and step into humility, being more humble, like feet on the ground, adopting more of those spiritual values. It's this beautiful balance. And this entire spectrum we're talking about is doubt. Doubt is essentially what these things lie on, right? So eliminating that doubt, this is like an internal thing. This is not something I can just go poof and then it's gone. You have to become aware of it and work on it. So when you go out, have less alcohol. It's better for your self-esteem. You don't need to get shit-faced to talk to people. It's not good. It might be hard in the short term, but you're really doing good inner work every time you're going out and befriending people by not just dousing yourself into drugs, right? If you're the type who talks way too much, learn how to use your ears. Listen, get curious about people, okay? These are small things you need to be aware of. And if this is something that you struggle with, you need help with, check down in the description. You can email me. You can apply for a coaching call. These are things that I specialize in and I help guys work on, okay? But now more so onto, once you've optimized your soil, right? Once you've optimized yourself, it's not about being like, don't be fooled. Yeah, look, I got the nice looks, the jawline. Sure, that helps. But I have had amazing people around me for a long time now, even when I was a fat slob, all right? It's not all about your looks. This is actually about who you are inside here, okay? So optimize that, work on it. Now, once you've worked on your soil, you can start planting the crops. You can start throwing in the seeds. You have fertile soil. Start planting the seeds. And the soil doesn't need to be 100% fertility. Hit 67%, start planting the seeds, start throwing it in. Now, the seeds are taking the opportunities, all right? Story mode. Last year, went out, Gaz and I and our boy went out to a place just like this, Lakeshore, just a little further away. And we were walking and we saw this dude, like just filming. And we're like, I was like, wait, I think I recognize this guy. I've seen him in like these other popular interviews, like down like a bar just from the town at this like bar area. And lo and behold, yeah, it was him. He was just filming pranks for his YouTube. And then we starred in his video, Gaz and I, we starred as like just like pretending to be his fans. And we had a good time and we connected. And lo and behold, we're buddies with him now. We were last weekend. We went and we did interviews, helping him create content, meeting other cool people and whatnot, just going out, befriending people. And one of the perks of like filming with him at this bar is we just cut line, you know, we just got right through. He knows the freaking dude at the bar, you know. These are just like, we never knew this when we met him, and we don't care, that doesn't matter. But this is what I mean of like, when you start building these social networks, you're gonna get into places and positions where you have advantages, you know, you have privileges, you have opportunities, right? Whether that's work related or just socially. Good things do happen to good people. The key at all this is actually just being human and caring about people. That's the bread and butter. It's what Gaz and I have been doing. That's what actually brought us together, you know? And that's how we look at relationships in business. It's how you attract extremely high quality people. Like, and we'll get into the finer details. Opportunities, like, we were there that day. We chose to go up, you know? We chose to be like, to be a little courageous and not be so anxious and just go see what he's doing. You're filming, what's up? You know, like, That's what it takes, okay? So opportunities are everywhere. If you come out and you see 50 people out, you never know. Everyone has a story behind them. Everyone's doing something. You know, some people you may not be able to relate with them. Some people are narcissists. Some people here might be super selfish. Some people here might be super smart. There could be insanely rich people out here. There could be just very spiritually, intellectually smart people. You never know. It's everywhere. In your head, you're just like closing off your world. You think there's no opportunities. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. You have to open your eyes to it and just realize that like you are kind of like creating like a sub-reality based like in your emotions. If you're trapped in fear, you've already lost, you know what I mean? If you're an egomaniac, you're burning every bridge that you are potentially building. Realize there's tons of opportunity, you know, keep your heart pure and do good, and there are tons. Most people are great and amazing. Like really, I believe that. Most people have an amazing propensity to be good and to do good, and they want that, you know? That's very important, okay? The opportunities are everywhere. They're everywhere. You have to seize them. You have to actually perceive it and open yourself up to it. And then next to that is just get the ball rolling. You never know. And because of that, even if you met a said person, you might be held back by fear. Oh, what if this person's using me? What if they're actually not that great? What if they aren't who they are, who they say they really are? That's normal. That is normal. It's like saying like, I don't want to start a business because I'm afraid of failing. What if I don't make money? What if it doesn't work how it is? What if I run into problems? You're going to have all that. You cannot have a business without risk. You cannot have a business without the possibility of failing. It eliminates all a business with no risk is no business at all. It ceases to exist. That's just reality. So fruitful relationships involves risk, involves you're gonna have to just, sometimes you're gonna get used, bro. And that's part of the game. That's part of the game. If you are shielding yourself off because you're afraid to be used, you're sure on one hand protecting yourself from assholes, but then on the other hand, you are just completely wiping out all the amazing people you could be meeting. And so it's really like a loss, you know? So yeah, you have to just get over the fact that some people are going to use you. You're going to meet some people, they're egomaniacs. They kind of leaves a shitty taste in your mouth. It's like, you know, it fucking sucks, man. It is what it is. That comes with learning. It makes you sharper. You start to be able to feel people's personalities quicker. You get a feel of like who might be kind of just like very selfish and like, you know, self-absorbed. Okay, you start getting a feel of it. By knowing the bad, you are able to filter it through it quicker as time goes by. You get better with people. You get better at feeling it out. You get better with dealing with it. And you get better at picking out the flowers from the weeds, okay? It doesn't just come. It doesn't just like fly your way, okay? You have to attract it, and you have to literally go into the fucking jungle, bro. That's just the way it is. With your machete and just start freaking getting EXP. You need to develop it. So yes, you're gonna just have to accept that some people might, you know, treat you poorly. You might get ghosted. You might get rejected. They may not like you. They may be fake to you. They might backtalk you. They might betray you. That's life. That is life. That is the cost, the risk you have to take. And it's just a small risk, dude. It's not like 100% gonna happen. In fact, it's actually less likely to happen than you think. Most people are not gonna do that. And if it does, oh well, you just chalk it up to the journey and you chalk it up to a learning experience, and it makes you tougher. Once you've optimized yourself, you've figured out what your weakness is. Oh, I've been too afraid. I'm gonna be more courageous, work on being more courageous. Or, oh man, I'm actually pretty self-absorbed. All I do is talk about myself. I'm gonna try to listen to people more and try to like be more empathetic, be more compassionate. Once you figure that out, wonderful. Once you've started taking opportunities and taking action, whether that's your buddy saying, hey, come to the bar this week. There's gonna be times people are gonna invite you to family gatherings, whatever it may be. Reach for the low-hanging fruit. Once you're doing that, and now it's like, you know, I'm taking the foot forward. I am befriending people. I'm taking action. Now, dude, it's just a matter of really, really simple, okay? I'm keeping it super, super, super simple and insanely effective. Drop all the outcomes, get down to the basics, okay? Think like a kid. Just care. Just care, okay? Whoever you're talking to, just care. Care about what they're thinking. Care about what it is they want to do in life. Whatever it is that you are excited about, Ask that. Bring it out of them. Get curious about them. Just care. That's it. Do things with no strings attached. So, for example, someone wants your help. I don't know, they're doing video work or whatever it may be. Maybe they want advice on something, or maybe they just need your help on a small little thing. It could be a guy needing help with homework. It could be a dude needing help moving stuff around in his home, like he's moving. Whatever the favor, the errand is, do it with no expectations, with no strings attached. Just do it out of the kindness and love of your heart. Once again, yes, some people are gonna use that, and you will learn, you will be able to tell over time in the mannerisms with people, whether they're thanking you, whether they're, you know, wanting to give a favor back to you, or whatever the hell, okay? Well, you'll see that in people. You'll know whether people are using you or not over time. But once you start giving and just and caring, okay, you won't believe how unbelievably that rare that is. Our generation is so selfish, so self-absorbed. Everyone's so caught up with like their little motive, and that's okay, have a motive. But don't be so into it and so absorbed into it. You can kind of feel it when someone wants something from you, when they want something from you, like very deeply. It's very off-putting. It's like, ugh, like what is this person's agenda? Like what's wrong with them? Why can't they just take it easy? So just care. It gets right back to the basics, okay? You can have a motive. Your motive is improving yourself. Your motive is meeting people. There's nothing wrong with that. But have morals, okay? Have morals. A person with motive, with no morals, is a nasty person. Okay, that's a Satanist. That is filth, scum, okay? If you like being treated well, you like morals. If you don't like being used for meals, you like morals. If you like people respecting you and having some sort of level of human respect and decency, you have morals. Everybody believes in morals, whether they know it or not. So value that. Be a person of principles, no matter how crappy people are. Be a person of principles. Just keep moving that forward. When you stay true to that, yes, there's gonna be some people who do not resonate. That's okay, you're not there for them. You're gonna meet people who are on that level, and they are so thirsty in terms of like, they wanna be around people like that. They're craving for people like that. They want people who are down to earth, caring, real, honest, forthcoming, not shady. People who don't have shitty social habits, back talking, people who aren't so self-absorbed and arrogant. You're gonna meet people like that, and it's gonna feel like fireworks, my guy. Okay, it's gonna feel like fireworks. It's gonna feel like a breath of fresh air. For real. I'm telling you that from real experience with real people. All right? And that's the secret sauce. That's really how you start building a very powerful inner circle of dependable and trustworthy people. People who you could go to war with. People who you could go and people who you want to fight for. People who you wake up and like, you think about the end of days and you see you see their faces beside you. You're shoulder to shoulder with them. That's the kind of people I want you to have. There's enough fakery going on. There's enough clout games. There's enough people playing games. There's enough fronting. There's enough of that. It's plenty. It's a dime a dozen. Real, genuine, honest people who actually care about each other, as unfortunate as it is rare. So embody that. You're gonna feel good in your own skin, and when those people come along, it's gonna feel like a match made out of heaven. You're gonna feel like it's like a soulmate type of feeling, especially when you meet other guys. It is so healthy and just so nourishing. It's gonna be amazing for you if it's something you haven't experienced. So that brings us to the end of this Patreon exclusive. Thank you guys for subscribing. We're gonna be having more bangers, more Patreon bangers coming, where I get to say whatever the fuck I want. I can say porn, I can say hentai. We're gonna talk about my cringy hentai stories. You know, I'm gonna take you guys down the rabbit hole, man. It's gonna be great. Keep applying yourself. Guys, we're in the matrix. Unplug, pursue whatever it is that you want out of life. Chase that. No one's gonna do it for you. No one's gonna go and plop you in front of the people you wanna be around. No one's gonna give you a penny in this life. Nothing is guaranteed except for death and suffering. So go get it, man. I'll see you guys next time.